And we are really privileged to have these two individuals with us. Our next two presenters are leaders in not only South Florida's YPN market, the Young Professional Networks market, but in the United States. They are looked at, our association and our YPN leadership is looked at from all over the United States as the model for the rest of the country. We have the 2015 president, Christina Pappas, and the 2017 president, Alberto Carrillo, and they're going to talk to you about, are you ready? You got to get your pencils and your paper ready, guys. I'm telling you, this is going to be rapid fire, and you're not going to want to miss any of this. 15 apps in 15 minutes. We'll get the timer set. Okay, go.
Good afternoon, everyone. Like she said, get your pencils ready. This is going to be pretty rapid fire. This is a 3-hour course that we've condensed into 15 minutes for everybody. The most important part is write down the name of the app and play around with it. Most of them have a little trial period because there are some subscriptions to them. I'll try and touch on that as much as possible as we move forward. So the first app that we recently added to this was in the category of realtor safety. The name of the app is B, the letter B, Safe, all one word. So Be Safe. The cool thing about this app is you're able to give your location to anyone that you have in your friend circle. The key to this app is that it is cross-platform. You do need to have someone else that downloads the app on their end in order to make this app work so that they know where you are. These two slides show probably the two of the cooler features. The one on the left is a timer where you set up as, let's say the customer gets to the listing, to the appointment. It starts counting down. When it gets to 0, you could snooze or dismiss. And then the other one on the right shows an instant alarm being set off. Again, that one's Be Safe, the letter B and then Safe. TurboScan. Out of all the apps, TurboScan, all one word. It's probably the most useful app. This is the one that I use the most on a daily basis. It turns anything into a PDF. Not only does it turn a piece of paper or a photo that you have in your hand into a PDF, but if someone sends you a very clear picture, you can download it and from your gallery turn it into a PDF. So if a customer has a contract, they don't have a scanner, tell them to put it on a table, a nice steady hand, take a picture, and they'll be able to send it. The photo on the right shows that I was even doing it on top of my laptop. I did that on purpose to show that when you crop it on the left, it's pretty good how it comes out on the right-hand side. The image on the right shows the different functions that you have to share from there forward. You can email to yourself, send as PDF, or just save or just open as a PDF so you can move forward with it from there. That's TurboScan, all one word. And then I tried to make this as intuitive as possible. Once you use TurboScan, you use a PDF editor. For Android, I'm Android. Usually I have somebody up here with me that's iPhone. Christina is also Android, unfortunately. But any PDF editor will work. For Android, I use Easy PDF Reader Pro. So the cool thing about this app is once you've taken a picture with TurboScan, converted that image into a PDF, you have the ability to now pull up the PDF and make any changes that you need. A simple change that you sometimes will see, as you can see on the screen right now, is you need to change a name. So I put a test seller. That's not really the name of a seller. And then next to it, once you make the changes, you make your circle with a line through it for the initials that the buyer and the seller or the landlord and tenant have agreed to the changes that were made on the contract. Everything in orange, I did on the PDF annotator. Again, any PDF annotator works. The one that I use for Android is Easy PDF Reader Pro. Sign Easy. Again, guys, these are apps to help you keep your business moving while you're on the go or at the beach. Whatever. Either one can work. It's really to make you very proficient in your job. It's not going to replace Form Simplicity. It's not going to replace eSign or any of those applications that you use on your day-to-day business. But it will get you out in a pinch. So now with TurboScan, we've taken a picture, converted it to a PDF, made the changes on PDF Annotator, and now with Sign Easy, all one word, we can upload it. Same document in the middle that I use with the orange changes. I make an initial on the right-hand corner, and you can't really see it that well on the screen because it's a little bit far, but that AC on the right-hand side is in the middle of the document. So that one is Sign Easy, again, all one word. From here, you then can share it via email. The cool thing about this, instead of just signing on PDF Annotator, is that it does give certificate of authenticity. Basically, it holds up in court, worst case scenario. Dropbox, cloud storage. Everybody has heard of cloud storage. Some people wonder what happens on a rainy day when there are no clouds. Where does your data go? Don't worry, you can still have access to it. Dropbox is a really cool function. Another really cool function application is Google Drive. Again, if you're Android, it's very well integrated. But Dropbox is cross-platform. So once you've taken the picture, you could upload it to your phone and access it later on your computer. It's pretty seamless, keeps you moving. You could share a couple of different ways. You could either share a link to it, or you can collaborate with other people where they will go in and make changes. They could download and delete files from that folder if you wanted them to. I'm going to let Christina now step in for a little Evernote.
All right, the next 5 are really with any problems we have in our industry or any problems you have managing our stuff, right? So Evernote's really great. It's cross-platform on your computer, Android, and also on your iPhone. It's free, but there are many different variations that you can pay for that will add just to your experience. So as you can see, it's great for taking quick notes. It's great for texting, text notes, reminders, anything like that, as you can see on the second screen. And so one of the really great things about it, if I'm driving town and I'm trying to scope out some properties for my customer in a certain area, I can take a picture, write some notes about it, write on that picture, keep writing, continue taking it. It's really, really nice. I can then share it or collaborate with my customer. Say I did a walkthrough and I'm taking photos of some of those issues and I'm making arrows. It's very, very easy to use. I can then share it with the other agent. I can share it with my owner, and it can be a collaborated document, which is really great. So Mint, if anyone has problems or likes to try to keep track of their budgeting and budgeting process, Mint is actually both cross-platform, so iPhone and Android, and it is created by Intuit. The reason I point that out is because it does ask for all of your banking passwords. And you can feel safe knowing that the majority of your banking institutions uses Intuit on its back end for security purposes. Intuit also creates QuickBooks and Quicken, so you know it's a safe product. It helps you keep track. You can set your own budgets. You can get daily alerts if you went over budget on something. It's really, really great, easy to use, and you can find it anywhere, whether you're at home or on the go, and kind of figure out, can I afford to spend this, or am I over budget? So Mint is a great product. The next one is Dashlane. How many of you have more than like 5 passwords you have to keep up with, right? I think 3, 5, 10, 15, they get overloaded. So Dashlane packages all of your passwords into one location, and it's also a secure location. So should your phone get stolen, you can actually, no one can access it without that password. Now, it does require you to remember one more password, but once you get that password, you don't have to remember any of the other 15, 20 that you remembered. Dashlane is available on iPhone and Android, and it's Dashlane, all one word. And as you can see, you can connect it to your other products as well. You can actually, share it with other people. So say your child wants to access your Amazon account, and instead of texting it to them, which then will be in the free world, you can share it through Dashlane and let them see that password. So those are a great feature. Go Connect. We have a lot of transactions, a lot of things going on through the transaction, and it can be sometimes impossible to keep up with. Go Connect, one word, is available on Android and iPhone, and it actually is created by realtors for realtors. And as you can see on the right hand side, you can, if you haven't created your transaction with them from the beginning, that's okay. They have follow-up and features for you at any stage of the transaction, whether you have a buyer contract or post-closing, new listing, and then my listing sold. So you click which one fits you, And from there, it creates a full checklist of items that you need to have completed, which is wonderful. It then syncs to your calendar and sends reminders to you, telling you inspections due and whatnot. They are very customizable, very easy to use. Once you've done it, you check it off the list, and it moves down to the bottom of the list, which is wonderful. You can customize it if you add in other things that perhaps you don't see on the screen. You can quickly add something that you haven't done.
The developer for that one is Start From Scratch. The reason I bring it up is because there are other Go Connects out there. So make sure that the developer for this particular Go Connect is Start From Scratch.
Unroll.me. Anyone have problem with too many emails? Okay, so I told you, we're gonna fix all your problems. So Unroll.me is an iPhone app, but is a web browser friendly. If you are an Android carrier like me, you can get to it by any web browser. So Unroll.me, Unroll Me. This is to help you unsubscribe from all of those emails that you signed up for to get some discounts on and later regretted because they're sending you too many. It's really great. You have to log in with your email account. Once you log in, it'll let you decide if you like that friendly dating app. If you swipe right, you keep the app. Swipe left, it will automatically unsubscribe you without having you go to each website. And the really cool part is if you scroll up, you will still receive the emails, but you'll get one per day packaged as all of the emails that were coming in. So right is get rid of it, right is keep it, left is unsubscribe me, and roll up is you're gonna roll it all together, meaning I'm only gonna get one email from this vendor a day instead of 15 to 20. So that's unroll.me. Again, it's an iPhone only app, but it's actually Android web browser friendly. So you can do it from your PC as well.
Helping us get to our appointments a little bit more on time. I'm not going to say on time all the time, but definitely a little bit more punctual in our lives is Waze. WAZE. If you're not using it so far, it's a very useful app. It's community driven, so that means anybody with the app makes. They say what's going on the road. They say if they've come up on a construction zone, even police speed traps. So then your phone, while you're on your route, will turn around and alert you of what's coming up on the road. One of the recent features that's very cool to use is on the right-hand side, you see it says Sync Calendar. So now on the left, those are all my personal stuff. So I apologize. So planned drives is you need to add the address to your calendar. So if you have an event, you write down the event and you add the location. The app is going to tell you, hey, traffic is, it analyzes the traffic and it's going to tell you you need to leave by this time in order to make it on time. Waze was purchased by Google, just to give you an idea of how powerful they are. RPR Mobile.
2 minutes.
RPR Mobile is offered obviously by the board. It's a National Association of Realtors app, and it's definitely, we get a good training on it. I like to bring it up because of how intuitive it is to use while you're on the go, if you're looking for new listings, if you're looking for something in your area, or to come up with a quick idea of what properties are worth. This is a great tool, and it goes from listings, but it doesn't have to be listed. You can use any property, you can use any address. It does use public data as well.
There is a class at the Miami Association of Realtors called RPR. If you haven't taken it, take it. And a lot of those same features are built into the app.
Gas Buddy.
Oh, yes. This one's mine, right?
Go ahead.
I run out of gas all the time. I'm notorious for it. I call people. I run out on showings. I had a customer push my car into a gas station once. So Gas Buddy has become my new friend. And if you are looking and you want to, and if you also like to save a little money, right, because we're running around all the time, Gas Buddy is that way. It'll show you what gas station's closest, and will also show you by price, which is the great feature. It's iPhone and Android friendly, and it's also user friendly. So you can go in and change a price. If you drove by and you're like, you know what, it's actually cheaper. You can also sort by premium versus unleaded, regular, or whatnot. So Gas Buddy, I highly recommend it. Don't run out of gas in front of a customer.
The next one on the list is Slide Dial. I'll tell you 2 ways to use it. We're going to use it the professional way first. Slide Dial, with $30 of a subscription per year, which isn't too bad, it allows you to send out basically like a broadcast voice message directly to people's voicemail systems. It doesn't ring their phone, so you do a pre-recorded voice message. The way that I use it with some of my agents my associates is that I tell them, hey, the meeting is coming up. Don't forget we have a meeting, and it automatically goes to the voice message. If you have a girlfriend or an ex-girlfriend that you don't want to talk to, you could also leave them a message and it won't ring their phone. So that's slide dial. For my analytical people, I know we look like we're done. That was only 14 apps. I'm going to go over one more apps for the 15. It's called Cam Card, all one word, C-A-M Card. You get a lot of cards in networking events. Hopefully everybody's talking to each other and learning a lot from each other today. It's a great way for us to quickly take a picture of the card, and it adds it to our database. You could also add it directly to a group once you've started a group, especially if a group in your contacts, if you use Gmail or whatever different application you use. Time's up. Boom.
15.